Hello, in this video we're going to discuss advice to law enforcement agencies, the Black Lab Part 4, Social Isolation. So I'll just point out that with chemical they can also use it to make people horrifically sick, and also for them to believe they have cancer, have had a heart attack, or are having a stroke. So it's the capability of chemical. Okay, death by association. So this is where if a person befriends the victim, they get put on a list, and then they get tortured and killed. It can go beyond anything you could imagine. So death by association can also include the following: the murder of celebrities, including singers and actors, politicians, and people who are athletes and in sport. It includes people in the victim's social circle prior to the implementation of social isolation. It can include friends from school from years before, and they just go after them and their entire families and kill them, and torture and kill them. So death by association is a term that they use, and that's how I've found out about it, and they are lunatics for doing it. A person who has nothing to do with anything, who's just an average guy driving a vehicle or working in the military, and then the Wiccans and witches get a famous singer or actress and murder them and their entire family just because that person saw them in a movie, on TV, or heard their music. So that's the bizarre thing about these people. That is why they are so dangerous, and they use Bitcoin to fund it. They're extremely well organized, and it doesn't take long for them to go after people and do these things to them. So death by association happens, and it happens worldwide. Alright, human experimentation. The victim is used for human experimentation and winds up at the Black Lab. So that's where telepathy is implemented. They go through symbiosis, which is a process of drowning continuously, which has nothing to do with telepathy. It's just what they do. So Wiccans and witches run this organization and do this stuff. For them, it's entertainment. They video everything, and they do this sort of thing all the time. The other thing they do is not only death by association, but they do something else that's crazy. They'll influence a TV show or movie in order to get at the victim. And this can include making the TV show get cancelled, making the TV show have a terrible ending and then having it cancelled. It can include a TV show saying the person's name and mentioning them, heckling them over something that humiliates them. So that's some of the stuff that the Black Lab gets up to, and witches and Wiccans do. A witch or a Wiccan has access to a network in order to do this stuff to other people, and it needs to be brought to an end, and the criminals brought to justice. I'm the Archangel Daniel, and I'm from heaven.